All right. Yeah, it's been a while, but okay. So today I want to show a demo of Codex. I mean, there's a bunch of products now. So Codex from OpenAI, Claude Code, and Gemini Code. All of them, or Gemini CLI, all of them are like command line tools that enable us to access these models through command line. And this is just a simpler way of using other tools. So there's Cursor, Vercel, things like that. But this is a much simpler way, and I use it a lot recently. And the benefit of using this instead of ChatGPT, the app, or ChatGPT, the website, is I just don't have to copy paste things. So it's on my command line. It can read things on the command line and look at things in the folder. So today I wanted to show you. I mean, I had this idea and I want to see how if I can implement this, and what I can do with this. I mean, this is just recording live, so it's probably going to be a lot of really shitty bugs and like me failing miserably and all of that stuff. Like, but let's see, right? So basically, what I want to do is so there's a bunch of ideas. So one of the ideas is that so the NSF has this list of keywords which they're banned, right? Like that they're not accepting any more proposals from. Like, so if you have keywords like misinformation or fake news or hate speech or diversity or inclusion, things like that. So one of the ideas that I have is just to have a regular tracker to check like if things have changed since the NSF has had this change. So this was around February or so. So I mean, it's only been like 4 months, so I don't think there'll be a lot of change. But I want to redo this over time. So it's basically looking at whether that policy had any impact on papers being published in these areas. I mean, so obviously, I mean, this is not a research project. There's a good research project here, but I want to quickly vibe check, like, if this is even feasible. So the proxy that I have is I'm subscribed to this archive mailing list where I get data, emails about new papers published in certain fields. So I have, subscribed to archive, social networks, archive. So there's these different tracks. So computational society, NLP, and, things like that. So again, this is not a complete list of all archive papers, but it's a good list. So basically, what I want to do now is I've already exported my inbox. So on Apple, you can go to your inbox. You can just say "may file" and then or like okay here in your inbox, you can say right click export mailbox, and that will create a file folder like this. So I renamed it Rutgers Inbox, and it creates these two files inside it, Mbox and table of contents. So this Mbox is this huge file which contains all my emails, Rutgers emails in the last 4 years or so since I started. And they are like super, I mean, mailbox format is a standardized format, but it's a text file. So there's a lot of like, okay, from who sent it and things like that. Like, and there's a bunch of like HTML and the way it's formatted and all of that stuff. So it's not easy to parse, right? So basically what I want to write is, so I had this, just let me copy this. So no, this is banned words. Okay, so I also had this banned words list from the Washington Post. So they had published this. So this is the list of words. I just added misinformation, disinformation, and things like that. Like I think I had a grant cancel because it was these areas. Uh, so basically, what I want is now okay. I'll just invoke. Let's check. Yeah, like I said, there's lots of bugs. Um, right. So yeah, I had to go and I don't know why Node was uninstalled, so I had to go and install that and then come back. It took its own sweet time. So okay, so then yeah, I just in the same folder, I run Codex, and this is how it looks like. So, this is my current working directory, and this is where I can just enter any prompt I want. So, I can, just like your ChatGPT prompt box. So, I will say, so, I think this is an open source model, and you can change some of these. So you can say, I want to use Gemini or Google, or Anthropic or Claude or uh, Grok or any of these models. So we have an OpenAI key. So I just said, okay, I'll use OpenAI or even, open source models. So it doesn't matter. Uh, so, um, so the first thing I will do is, okay, there is an mbox file in this folder which contains my an export of my Apple email. Please use that file and process it to extract all emails from archive.org. Um, um, I don't know. Let's see, a mailing list. I think it looks like something like cs@archive.org or something. Let me check actually. CS at, yes, it's this one. CS. Oops, sorry. CS. Yeah, it's this one. So it looks like this. So I can just say, so the mails I get are from, right? Like from this. Yeah. Retrieve all emails from this, and then use the, what was it called? It was called banned words file. I forgot the name of the file. To and identify the title and abstract of all the papers published. Then use the banned words file to identify papers containing these banned words. Uh, uh, Create a file with this format, uh, date, um, number of uh, a number of papers with the keywords from that file. So yeah, I mean, it looks like this is somewhat decent enough. But it has a lot of like really things that I haven't specified, like on, what is this mbox file and things like that. My assumption is this is going to work. Let's check. Like, so, this is my thing. So, I mean, it's a thinking model. Okay, so basically, you can see go to work. Like, so it checked this, and then it did some ls. I think, right? Like, yeah. So what did it do? Yeah. So it's a cd dot dot. I don't know why. Okay, so it usually takes a very long time. So this is a thinking model. So and it has also a long context window. I don't know, probably 128K. So this should show you the context. So it's actually checking now autonomously all the files in the current folder. I don't know why it checked the previous folder, but I think that's where Codex is or something like that. Like maybe. But I've had cases where it just thought for um, like minutes, like 10 minutes even. So yeah, as you can see, it's automatically doing this sort of ls, like sort of looking at the size of the file. I don't know why it's stuck at this doing this ls minus a. But basically, the good thing about this is it can use all sorts of command line tools. So it can do sed, grep, ls, wc minus l, things like that. Let me just pause here, and I'll maybe show you. Okay, so it already had written some piece of code. So it's saying, okay, this is the code that I wrote. So what it does is, okay, it has this mailbox import, and then it uses this to get this sort of file. There's a load banned words. Okay, that loads that file. Then it looks for title and abstract. I don't know if this is correct. Let's actually check. So this is another project. Like, so I will say Rutgers email. mail, members inbox. Okay. So if I do this and I say no reply, think, yeah, this one, right? I don't know if this has an archive, like an abstract. Okay, so it has, doesn't have an abstract, so it just is this, but it does have a title field. So I think this does not work because I think it's looking for title and then abstract. Uh, did I say abstract in the thing? I don't remember. Okay, let me check actually. Maybe um, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean it should have said abstract, but yeah, okay, it doesn't say abstract. Edit. Okay, so I can say the I could just say okay. The email looks like this. So I can and so I can say escape. Okay, so I can say uh I don't know how I can get like a new line, but I can say maybe here. Oops. Okay, this is from an old command, I think. Mm, the email looks like this. There is no specific text that indicates the abstract text. Okay, let's paste this. Let's see. So, okay, so apparently it already created its own thing. So basically, yeah, this is it. Like, so then I think, we just have a bit of back and forth. Um, it's apparently, I mean, I think maybe because this is a huge file with like 2 GB, it didn't look at it, but usually it does also take a look inside these files and doesn't do this sort of like, okay, it wrote something just out of from its own memory, but it didn't actually look at this file. But it usually does for other CSV files and things like that, just looking at its structure so it can write its own code. But okay, so now, I mean, let me, yeah, wait for some time. Maybe I'll just pause the video. Okay, it did write something. So again, like you can see here, I can quickly check what it wrote. It's in this file extract archive .py. It's a Python file. So it is going to give me 2 files as outputs. Let's see actually if this works. So it does find the title and then it has some sort of um, heuristic to find this abstract. Hopefully this works. So I can just say, okay, yes, and then it will write that to this file. It's asking me if it wants to extract, run this file. Okay, why not run this file? Let's see if that actually works. I mean, sometimes it might have its own, it has bugs. Okay, so it did already run that and create this. Um, okay, so this is gonna stream some messages. Okay, let's see actually. Uh, so what? Where is that file? Uh, so okay, let's just run this. Maybe it didn't run it. Yeah. So okay, let me just run this. So I think yeah, like you were saying, so this thing is 2 GB, so it'll take a few minutes probably. Yeah. Okay, let me just let it run. Let's pause the video here. Okay, it took like, yeah, 2 minutes maybe. And then it said, okay, it wrote these 15,000 files. So let's check this file. Uh, so, okay. So I think it's critical thinking probably. Then, man, what? Um, so, okay, I think the abstract is not properly being extracted, right? Like, so this is just the first line of the abstract. I don't know if that is what is happening. Okay, pedagogy. Like, let's see, banned words. Does it have pedagogy? No. What? Critical. Happening. Uh, Maybe, I don't know. I mean, let me just check in the actual email whether this has. I don't know why this paste thing is doing this. Okay, so yeah, okay, it has some sort of critical thinking. Da, 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 da. Maybe I'll also ask it to write. Yeah, I can just say, I'm not sure if you are extracting the full abstract. It has multiple lines. Please do so. And also make sure you include the exact word that matched in the papers list.csv file as another column. Okay, so yeah, I just um, yeah, I mean this might take some time, but or whatever, like it'll take 30 seconds or so. It'll update my file. So again, I mean this is very common if you're using cursor. This is exactly how it works. But with the command line interface, you know, as you can see, there's a diff here. So just split this and then what? Not sure if da, 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 da. Okay, this is not okay. Maybe it does also add some other. Actually, it didn't add anything. Um, okay, why not? Whatever. Okay, yeah. So it's basically okay doing this sort of yeah. It rewrote some of that stuff now. Um, okay, so this I can say switch approval mode, and then I will say auto edit. And then yes, so there's basically instead of asking me every time with these changes, then it'll make that changes and all those changes and write that. So okay, so I think I mean it doesn't. So this is just compiling, so it doesn't run this, but I can rerun this here. So let's check this. Okay, let's get that done, and then we'll. Um, okay, so let's just wait. Okay, let's just run this. Yeah, let's just take a minute. Let me just. Okay, it did run that. So now let's check band counts. No, let's check papers list. Right. So in this uh, June number thing. Okay, there's no match here. I don't know. Okay, man, this is bad. I think. Okay, probably then. Yeah, it does not. Yeah, it's not doing a great job. Like so. Okay. No data set release. The word? No women. What? Okay. So yeah, there seem to be some words. Okay, let's do this. So I can just say grep minus v comma dollar, right? So uh, um okay, maybe there is something here. Uh comma dollar. It why is this not? Yeah, this is what we want. Um, okay, yeah. I mean, apparently there's okay, let's actually check band counts. right? Yeah, this is probably much more realistic, and obviously, this is only thing data from the last 1 year or so. So let's check this date. So yeah, this is the list of all papers, but there are papers which are yeah, as you can see, there's one here which is about discrimination. Then there is, there's many papers on this day. Apparently, there's like 15 papers. So there's misinformation, institutional. Okay, so there's many papers on this day, and there's like barrier. Okay, barrier is the word in this and words. Yeah, wow. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it did do the job. Like this is just a file which has all emails. There's 15,000 emails, and I think they go from 7/2, that is today, to 25/21, which is like yeah, that's less than a year ago. So okay, so then I can say plot the um, let's say, no, this one. Plot a time series for this. Indicate Feb 1, 2025 with the vertical dashed lines. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this should be super simple. So let's check. Okay, I think basically the yeah, the inbox is being exported still. So that's what's happening. So yeah, this partial inbox is, yeah, it's still like, it's 926, so it's still being exported. So I think this is just one version of that. So basically I'll keep getting more updated and much more um, longer uh, time horizons. So that will take some time. So I will say plot, right? So if I just run this, think okay. So open band counts time series. Okay, so nothing, right? Like, I mean, basically banned words. Yeah, there's nothing here, like basically. So I can also do another, like, average here kind of thing. But okay, at least from the looks of it, there's no like very clear decrease or anything. And like I said, like these things are very hard to do in this sort of short time frame. But now I have the code to do that, like, so I can easily do that. Yeah, so let me just um, yeah, finish this here.